It was called The Next Night, and it was one of my first movies that I ever made. And I'm pretty sure I was in year 11 when it happened. And it was just about these two girls that are hanging around this cinema or something, and one of them dresses up in the costume from the movie Scream, like the actual Scream mask, and kills people. It was highly copyrighted and it was just bad, but that's where it kind of started from, the idea of like a film set in a cinema.
I first heard about when we soon wrapped up Luna. Glenn mentioned that he was working on another film actually called Cinemaphobia. I think he even had the name.
Cinemaphobia all began when I was working at a call centre doing some very mundane manual labour, taking death notices, funnily enough. And I sat down one day, I was working on a few scripts at the time, and I thought, I'm going to actually get something happening, like a full, proper, finished piece happening. So I sat down for, not literally, but it was over the course of a year when I wrote out the script.
And I'm pretty sure after he mentioned that, like, not even a month later, he said, I've got the script finished, you know, we're going to film it. And I thought, what? Yeah, already?
So probably the biggest thing that I'm looking back on now that I shouldn't have done, but I did, and it, thank Godfully, worked out, is I wrote the script before I found a location. So I ended up going on a search for a cinema. There was one in mind that I had always, when I was a kid, I grew up going to this cinema, and I also filmed a movie there many years ago. My first film, The Next Night. I met with the managers there, and they were like, yeah, this is gonna be great, you know, they had their state managers come down and talk to me and stuff, and I sat around a table with my little leather case of information. I went through the film and they said, yeah, this could be good, we'll organise it, we'll set the dates. And then they sent me the bill, and it was like, okay. And so I went looking for another cinema.
We'd actually wanted another cinema, but fuck you, because you wanted too much money.
I went to the cinema with a group of friends that night, and I handed them a copy of Luna and the script and a letter saying like, my name's Glenn, I'm a local filmmaker, we want to use your cinema for 30 nights. The next day I got a phone call from the manager of Metro Cinema, Tom, saying, well, what's going on? Are we making this film? He was just so straight into like, why haven't you contacted me yet? You know, let's get this going, sort of thing, which was excellent.
Got a mention that possibly going to let a bunch of people film a movie, and they need people to look after them. So
yeah. What's your name?
Don't have a name anymore.
And what are you doing in the film?
Babysitting.
Babysitting.
Sort of where I came in, so heard about it probably about 2 months before it all started. That's when I put my name up to hang around and help out.